Hello everybody, we are learning how to continue our language learning. 我们在学说呢，要如何在毕业之后还能够好好的学习英文。Lots of people learn based on their needs, and some people learn based on their interests. And some people learn for killing their times and to make their surrounding meaningful by their language ability. So I'm suggesting a ways of learning English after you are 20 years old. And after 20 years old, you still can be very interested in the hard language learning. So this is about the topic of English language learning by computer games. By games you selected from the Facebook or from some website that you can find. And this research was aimed at investigating the pedagogical roles of computer games. It explored the impact of computer mixed with language. And this is suggested by White et al. In 2019. Based on this kind of training, you can use the simulation games. And upon language acquisition, you can gain diverse daily life knowledge. So in a teacher preparation university of Western Taiwan, the researchers had collected data to explore the effectiveness of students' language learning and oral presentation improvements. So we based on 5 types of English oral presentation ability to grade the students. This study saw noteworthy cases and persuasive qualitative and numerical data from academic performance grades, implying the computer-assisted learning by games does contribute to improve learners' English language proficiencies for science and art and humanity majors in the teacher's preparation university. So there are 2 ways that the student can make improve in their English language presentation proficiency. First of all, in-class introduction. How to play a game. The game will play by the teacher to the student and demonstrate how to play the game and how to interact with foreigners in English by the game selected. The second one, the student themselves will have to apply the video games in class and out class. So this project had finally resulted non-English majors improvements in their language proficiency test. It proves that the language proficiency can be upgraded by computer games. And it implies the computer games should be approved to be English learning materials because it contributes to students' language proficiencies, especially in oral presentation abilities. Under the administrator's permissions by language trainers designed by syllabi and curricula. The English language learners can be allowed to apply in and and out of class as English learning tools and continue their English learning, even though they are not in the school. So we will talk about the key words like computer-assisted learning and educational games. The games should be interesting and practical instead of violent or some other irrelated issues. Especially, they can improve their presentation abilities. And this is a qualitative and quantitative research. The qualitative research means the student had ever been interviewed and they have been recorded into the camera. And their language proficiency has been analyzed by SPSS, statistical software, from IBM company. So computer can assist teachers to do long-distance language instruction. And the methodology of this study includes IRB signing and procedures to protect students' right of learning in the very beginning. During second examinations of speeches, the students were requested to draw pictures in examination sheets to explain the targeted learned knowledge and vocabularies focused on a certain game they selected by their own. And students can conduct their speeches by playing demonstration inside of the classroom to their peers and teachers. So in this teacher preparation school, they use a huge screen to show in front of the classroom to all classmates and the teachers how a smaller cell phone
11:30
can use as a computer screen to make the language improved. Therefore, we suggest that the computer games can be included into the formal curriculum and syllabi. And about online partners, how we can select good online partners. They should be some foreigners that is good in English or in the language that you are targeted to learn. And the sorts of interactions with their online partners were shown in the teacher preparation school. From this school, these future teachers, they dated and invited to support their performance of oral presentation. Prior to the language proficiency periods of the time, they learn how to give lectures. They learn how to do presentations and to be a teacher. So pictures in the website of a computer game like pets. The pets can include dogs and cats. Now use different devices like cell phone or laptop or personal computer as well as a PC. So from the screen of the university, they show the wheat farms and fruit trees of orange as the farmer interact with the consumer of the agriculture products. And they use the diverse structure of great buildings in the world. For example, Taipei 101 is a building in the game. Or in a cabin, in a panel of an airplane, they act as an flight attendant or a captain, and they support the teachers as well as the researchers' research. How to make this online distance study by computer game into foremost-ly into usable curriculum. So they play and do the presentation to introduce the game. They demonstrate in front of all peers. So you will see different sections of the semester. Each semester contains 18 weeks. For the first semester, we use PowerPoint presentation skill to do conventional presentation demonstrated by the teacher. And we introduce the biography of Nobel Prize. And then the student will grade it by doing gradement presentations. And their oral presentation proficiency were graded. In the second semester, the students are trained by game that they selected by their own. After seeing teacher's demonstration, the teacher and the student both present the language and knowledge progress from their selected games. And then the student were graded by the interview and by the narrative data. They were surveyed in front of a camera. And these narrative data were coded and transcribed into a notebook. Then using several color pens, these data were stored and synced into different things. The IRB documents were signed in order to protect their human rights of privacy. So, in two box plot of SPSS, we see the gap improvement of the 5 oral proficiency before and after training. For the first class, which is the top 3 superior level students in this teacher preparation school, these 15 students, they improve for the second place of the 3 class participated into this research. They improved 9.2. They talk much better instead of only can reading and do writing. In the second class, which is 39 students major in physics, they improve only 8.6 in total, which is the least. This might be because the reason that they will be physics teacher instead of English teacher. And might be because they are not able to find the interesting topics that they feel related. And the lowest level student improved the most in this study. This is a very important data that I have found. This means that the lowest level class can improve more than 10 points in their language proficiency. And this is the reason why. Because they are majored in computer science and information administration. Therefore, they improve the most. They spend much more time on their cell phone. So they improve the most. In the entrance examination, their score is very low, and when they graduate, their oral presentation skill is much higher, much higher, even higher than the top 3 students. That means it can make a big difference by playing computer. This study had done some survey triangulations and double check to see if the researcher had done the right result for the participants' aptitude. From the population of 113 in this teacher preparation school, they have learned that they can listen to English clearly from the cell phone or from laptop. They can find out the characteristic of the game, and they are able to write the game themselves. 89% of students feel they are interested in interaction with the foreigners. And 82% of students, they feel much more motivated, and their reading ability can improve by reading the instruction of the game writing. And they also learn how to write in English forms by the interaction with the foreign people online, and they play the same game and date for the next time to learn and play together. The next point I find is that the workplace vocabularies and jargons can be learned from the games more efficient. That is, the market language can be learned from a game. For example, if you would like to be a farmer, you will learn from the agriculture range in the Facebook. Next point I find is that the student can much know how to write in English with the right English grammar. 76 students feel this way. So you are able to see 3 classes. These 3 classes are advanced level class students and the intermediate physics majors and the lowest informational administration major. However, the lowest level, they gain the biggest benefit from the computer game. Even though there are 59 students in one tiny classroom, everyone play with earphone and with their cell phone. So they make friends with their interactant and feel their privacy of learning can be reserved, especially their dignity of learning can be reserved purely by individually automatic learning. So this is for non-native speaking local future teachers. It is suggested that English teachers, particularly those non-native speaking local professors, they can apply the suggested computer game pedagogy to have a greater impact on the language learning in students' adulthood. They will be able to continuously learn English using cell phone. So using this method, the student can create their motivation to study language. So these are suggested by Faber, by Nyman, and by Kaga-Giogas in 2017. Thank you very much for watching.